15 hours ago, I stood in my kitchen, staring at a table that looked like a magazine spread. 23 perfectly plated dishes. 3 days of work. My daughter's hands were raw from chopping, my own shoulders sore from stirring. And then my phone buzzed. "Dad, we've decided to celebrate at a restaurant. It's adults only." Adults only. 3 words, a lifetime of bitterness, compressed into a text. I didn't call, I didn't beg, I didn't even ask why. I just told my daughter to put down the frosting bag and go take a shower. She didn't see the way my jaw clenched. She didn't hear the plan clicking into place in my head. You have to understand something about my family. They don't argue, they exclude. Growing up, silence was their punishment of choice. No shouting, no open fights, just a cold lockout from whatever mattered. And for years, I kept trying to earn my way back in. When my mother was sick, I was the one who sat with her through the night. When my father's business was failing, I was the one who found him a lawyer. And still, I was the daughter they could set aside without blinking. The betrayal didn't surprise me, but the timing, that was the knife twist. This party was for my mother, her 70th. The first big celebration since she recovered from surgery. My daughter had taken ownership of the menu, her first time cooking for the whole family. She was proud, glowing, and they robbed her of that moment. Not because she did anything wrong, but because, like me, they see her as less. That was when the cold inside me settled. I didn't rage, I prepared. At 8:12 p.m., I sent my dad a single message. "Got it. Have a great night." Then I got to work. Step 1, wrap every dish in foil, still hot. Step 2, load them into the car. Step 3, drive. Where? Not to the restaurant. I knew exactly where they'd be. My mother posts every location she's at on Facebook. That night was no different. Dinner at Armand's, family night. The restaurant was a dim, polished place. Through the window, I saw them at a long table. My mother in the middle, my father at the head, laughing, glasses raised. Not an empty seat in sight for me or my daughter. Perfect. I parked 2 blocks away and waited until 9:46 p.m., the time I knew the check would hit the table. My family has never lingered past dessert. Then I drove home. That's when the real work began. I pulled out my phone, opened our extended family group chat, 47 relatives including out-of-town cousins, and typed, "Just wanted to share photos from Mom's birthday feast. My daughter cooked everything herself. She worked for 3 days. Wish you could have tasted it." I attached 30 high-resolution photos of the food, the table, my daughter smiling proudly. Then, before hitting send, I added one more line. Unfortunately, Dad decided last minute the celebration would be at a restaurant, adults only, so we ate alone. But it was still beautiful. I pressed send. And then, silence. For all of 15 minutes. The group chat exploded. The first message came from Aunt Mara. "What? Why wasn't she included?" Then Cousin Lena. "Adults only? For your granddaughter on her grandmother's birthday?" Ping, 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 dozens of messages, angry emojis, questions, outrage. I didn't reply. I didn't have to. By midnight, my phone was ringing off the hook. Not from relatives, oh no, from my father, from my mother. I let them go to voicemail. At 12:47 a.m., my sister texted, "Dad's furious, says you're making him look bad." I didn't answer. By morning, the calls had stopped, but the Facebook posts had begun. Cousins tagging my daughter, aunts commenting about how proud they were of her. The photos were everywhere. By noon, I heard from an old family friend that my father had been confronted at the golf club. "Why didn't you invite your granddaughter?" By dinner, 3 of his closest friends had liked my post and commented with things like, "Shame on you." 15 hours after I'd sent that group message, there was pounding at my front door. Not knocking, pounding. I opened it to find my father standing there, face flushed. He didn't even say hello. "You've humiliated me," he hissed. I leaned against the doorframe, calm as stone. "No, Dad," I said softly, "you did that yourself." He sputtered, called me manipulative, said I'd turned the family against him. I tilted my head. Funny, I didn't lie. I just told them what happened. If the truth makes you look bad, maybe it's not me who needs to change. His jaw worked like he wanted to spit fire, but there was nothing left for him to burn me with. He left without another word. The next day, my mother called. Not to apologize, of course, but to smooth things over. I told her I wasn't angry, that we were just moving on. And we have. Except now, the invitations to family events come far less often, which is fine. My daughter